Okay, so I'm back with another. I think this is going to be my second last video for um, blush. Now this is from Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush, and this is the color Party with three A's. Party with three A's. Now, from my understanding, they are not pro watermelon. Um, Luckily, I have not purchased that much from them to begin with, and this is one of my older. I think I want to say extremely old. I think this was definitely, like I mentioned in other videos, that between 2012, no, 2014 to 2017. I think this was purchased after 2017. So I think this was my second. I think one of my two more recent. Obviously not as recent because, like I mentioned, this was probably around like after 2017, but before, definitely before COVID. So yeah. Now, in my other video, like I mentioned, from the Too Faced one, this is definitely the 12-hour part is definitely something that I would recommend to stay away from because I feel like blush in general, I feel like the 12-hour part is not really necessary to mention. I think it's more of like a marketing thing because I feel like when you're applying blush, it does last, in my opinion. Well, as for me personally, it does last. So yeah. So I feel like the 12 hours, 16 hours, and stuff like that, I would like not look at. Now, like I mentioned in my other videos, also like I know I have not been focusing too much on purchasing blush ons and contour kits, so I don't honestly know if it still mentions on them because I'm more focused on if I do purchase something, it's more of like setting spray, foundation, concealers maybe 50-50, right? I'm not really as regular with foundation and concealers because I kind of lasts me a while. But more so lipsticks and stuff like that, I'm more worried about those if I do have to purchase it. But honestly, blush ons, I don't really see the point of you looking at if it lasts like 12 hours, 16 hours. So that's something that I would definitely avoid looking at and focus more on the color and stuff like that. Now, this one in particular, I think I'm not really a huge. I feel like it is okay for my shade, but I feel like for some reason I'm still not a huge fan of this color. But I feel like I would definitely wear this as compared to something like this, honestly. So yeah, but I will still wear something like this to that as long as it is not bright, too crazy bright. But I feel like this is more brownish, and for my skin, I feel like I think that's what it is because it's more brown than pink in my opinion. Um, so that's why hence I feel like this is something I wouldn't want to wear on a regular basis. That's why you can clearly tell that I barely use this. Again, please make sure that you double check how it looks on your own skin before purchasing because if you if your skin tone and undertone and stuff like that doesn't look great with brown uh, um, blush on, but it looks better with pink. Now again, it depends on what pink shade because the one that I just showed you is not my type of color. um, I would say more of like a lighter pink is something that it will look good on my skin, but definitely not brown. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. So two things. One is again the hours part, like long lasting situation is my opinion. I feel like um the long lasting 12 hours and stuff like that are for that's written on blush ons. I think is really irrelevant because it does last unless if you're like smudging your makeup and stuff with you like yourself with your fingers, just because maybe like you forgot or something, whatever the case is, or you start itching your face and stuff like that. But then that I feel like is completely irrelevant that is 12 hours, 16 hours long and stuff because even then if let's say you start like rubbing your face and stuff, I feel like it's still gonna like get smudged and everything, regardless. So I feel like the 12-hour part is completely irrelevant, in my opinion. And the other thing that you need to look at is the shade, if it will look good for your skin. And I think the brown shade is not for me. Obviously, I was not thinking it through before, but now if I have to repurchase all these products, I will actually think twice, and most of these products will not even be purchased. So yeah, So other than that, please do let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, if you want me to look into any other products and review them and stuff, other than that, I'll be linking both my Instagram pages. Make sure to follow, hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.